So what is social work? Social work is an academic discipline and practice-based profession concerned with meeting the basic needs of individuals, families, groups, communities, and society as a whole to enhance their individual and collective well-being.
Clientele of social work. Social workers deal and face different conditions and clientele. A social worker must be able to adapt to these circumstances.
First, individual clients. These clients experience distress and physical or mental health issues. These individuals can be academically delinquent students, abused children, the elderly, indigent patients who need medical assistance, and victims of rape, maltreatment, bullying, sexual harassment, failed marriages, and disasters, typhoon, fire, and earthquakes.
Group organizational clients. These clients reference and not limited to families experiencing calamities and difficult circumstances. Migrant worker, improvised families, prisonette, labor disputes, people with work adjustment issues, or laid-off employees.
Communities. These clients may include internal centers, town, city, or barangay, which are victims of calamities and displaced settlers and indigenous people.
Social casework. As a social work service, the objective of casework is to administer practical services, offer counseling, and apply activities to involve the client in the use of the service towards the solution of their problem. Tools in casework may include listening, that is done in purposeful, active, and attentive way. Observational, by noticing features about people, things, or situation. And in the context of casework, used for understanding the client's situation. Interview is a face-to-face conversation and professional activities geared to specific or general purposes. Home visit is the social worker's indication of interest for the client's welfare. And relationship is a positive condition of being connected in a significant way marked by affection.
Number 2. Social group work. As a social group work service, the group worker enables various types of groups to function in such a manner that both group interaction and group activities contribute to the growth of the individual, and the activities contribute to the growth of the individual and the achievement of desirable social goals. Number 3. Community organization is the process of planning and developing social services to meet the health and welfare needs of a community or larger unit. It is the process of creating and maintaining a progressive, more effective adjustments between community resources and community welfare needs through community or organizational development.
Processes in social work. Number 1. Assessment is a process and a product of understanding on which action is based. It involves collection of necessary information and its analysis and interpretation to reach an understand of the client, the problem, and the social context in which it exists. The ultimate purpose is to provide understanding necessary for appropriate planning. Major social work tasks involved in assessment are information or data gathering, problem definition based on an agreement between client and worker.
Characteristic of assessment. First, it is ongoing. Second, it focuses on understanding the client. Third, it is a mutual process. Fourth, there is movement within the assessment process. Fifth, both horizontal and vertical exploration are important. 6. Assessment identifies need in life situations, defines problem, and explains their meaning. 7. Assessment is individualized. 8. Judgment is important because decision must be made. 9. No assessment is ever complete. Information or data gathering. First, primary source of information is the client. Second, Secondary source is the significant others in the client's life. Third, existing data or records and reports from other professionals. Fourth, workers' own observation.
Initial contacts with clients or intake. Number 1. Client initiates contact by seeking help in an agency. Number 2. Client is referred to the worker or agency by some concerned party. Number 3. An agency through the social worker reaches out to the potential clients and offers help. Intake process is the initial process by which a potential client achieves the status of a client and may be accomplished in one session with a client. Presenting problems may be stated as symptoms, anxiety, lack of motivation, as behavioral configurations, marital discord, poor school performance, unemployment, or as needs, housing, money. Problem definition is the problem or part of the problem that the client system feels is the most important. The problem or part of the problem that in the worker's judgment is most critical. The problem or part of the problem that in the worker's judgment can most readily be helped. And the problem or part of the problem that falls within the actions parameters of the helping system. Partialization is the process of separating from so many problems identified by the client and or the worker the specific problem or problems which are to be addressed first. Prioritizing is considering the most important problem over the other problems. Deciding for an outcome must be agreed and is a mutual process.
Number 2, planning is a link between assessment and intervention that translates the content of assessment into goal statement that describes the desired results. It is concerned with identifying the means to reach the goals and allow the workers with the client's participation to move from problem definition to problem solution. The end goal of planning is planned change. So there are two major tasks in planning. First, formulating goals, and goals must be specific, achievable, concrete, and measurable. Second, defining specific actions.
Number 3. Intervention is a process needed after the necessary relevant information pertaining to the client and the problem have been obtained. These information are organized and synthesized, and the worker prepares a case study. A case study includes identifying information, background information, assessment, problem definition, helping goals, and helping plans. Interventions must be meaningful and must fit in an overall plan or strategy. Number 4. Evaluation is the process of making sure all assessments, planning, and intervention are carefully carried out for a new plan or intervention is needed. Awareness of the different stages of the social work process can assist social workers to prepare for, carry out, and evaluate their interventions to become an accountable and reflective practitioner.